Good afternoon. It is Tuesday, y'all. We are 2 days past the Super Bowl, and we have dipped our toe into the week. How's everybody doing today? Hope you are doing well. Hope that your Tuesday is progressing as it should. And if it's not, I am hoping that everything turns around. Now, today, we're going to jump back into our ignorance in real time. And today, we're going to talk again about Mr. Umar Johnson. I say Mr. because I'm not sure that doctor actually applies because this man is kind of stupid. That's why he's a part of this series, Ignorance in Real Time. It's not a coincidence. Today, what Dr. Umar is going to espouse to us is that he's warning Travis Hunter about his fiance. All right. Now, for those that do not follow sports, Travis Hunter was named the best college football player in the country. He played for the University of Colorado. Previous to that, he was a part of Deion Sanders in the Jackson State regime. When they were at Jackson State, he followed Deion Sanders to Colorado. Previous to that, he was committed to the program that I love over in Tallahassee, Florida, at Florida State. So the timeline is that he was committed to Florida State. Deion takes over at Jackson State. Deion talks him into coming to Jackson State. He goes to the HBCU, plays there for 2 years. Then as Deion goes to Colorado, he follows him out to Colorado and proceeds to win the Heisman. As a Florida State fan, it's tragic that we could not keep him in Tallahassee, but that's a whole other story. Now, Travis Hunter, as he has progressed his football career, he got a little boo thing. He got a little boo thing, and the boo thing has become his fiance. Now, Travis Hunter's fiance is a little bit controversial. I ain't gonna lie. The reason why she's controversial is because people seem to believe that Travis Hunter should not have gotten engaged as quickly. All right. They're saying that this woman doesn't necessarily have his best interest at heart. Her name is Liana Lene. Right. Now, it's really all I know about Liana Lene. I'm not that guy. I'm not that dude that is all over celebrities and follows them and all this other stuff. I really don't know a lot about these people. I know who Travis Hunter is because I love college football and this guy is fantastic. Um, this guy is fantastic and he is a great football player. And that's all that really matters to me. Now, who he dates and all this other stuff, not really my business. Honestly, not really anybody's business, but our friend, Mr. Umar Johnson, thinks that it is totally his business. Because Travis Hunter, just as Kendrick Lamar, Travis Hunter has to prove something to Mr. Umar. Mm-hmm. Yep. 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 Got to prove something. Now, Travis Hunter met Lene when they were teenagers. Okay. So they've known each other for a little while. I mean, granted, he's just, leaving college. So high school to now hasn't been that long. So Dr. Umar is not the only one that seems to disapprove. There are a lot of people. If you go into a lot of these sports pages and go into a lot of these sports sites, there's a lot of people that do not approve of Travis Hunter's choice. Okay. Again, they say that she's only there for his money because this man is about to make a ton of money in the NFL. Okay. So, what we're going to get into is Dr. Umar giving a warning about Travis Hunter's girlfriend. So, you know, it's going to be off base. You know, it's going to be ignorant. Let's get into it. But first, as always, let's see who's in the building. I got Black but Not Bitter in the building. She's got flames in the chat, and she's also my hero. Nesto Shackle Shuffle Walk of Shame is in the building. Says, good afternoon, Native Tribe Urban Media. Hello, Nesto Shackle Shuffle Walk of Shame. How are you? Justin's mom is in the house with flames in the chat. Mai Tai is also here. Says, hi, Native and Tribe. Hello, Mai Tai. How are you? I got Southside Chi-Town here. She says, hey, Native and chat. Hello, Southside Chi-Town. Ray Della Lewis in the building, and she is waving hello to everyone. Sassy Sue is also waving hello to everyone. Lexi the Law Nerd here says, hey, Tribe. Hello, Lexi the Law Nerd. Salty Buzzard has made it in. Hello, Salty Buzzard. How are you? Robin B is here. She says, hello, hello, hello. How are you, Robin B? Us seniors need love too. Also here today says, hey, Native and Tribers. Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday to you. Minding Business in the house. How are you doing, Minding Business? Blue Sapphire has also made it in and says, hello, everyone. Virgo Callie in the house, and she says, hello. I got Penny Dud also in the house. Penny Dud says, hola, Native and Tribe. So excited to catch a live. Well, thank you so much for being excited. I'm excited that you are excited to be here with us today. Gail King in the house says, good afternoon, Native and the Tribe members. How are you doing, Gail King? That girl is here and says, hello. Yanobi Dene is also here with flames in the chat. Yanobi Dene, where you been? Only Me 23 is in the house with flames in the chat. Yes, indeed. Gail King said, my grandson follows Travis Hunter. Yes, and so does Mr. Umar Johnson. Okay. Ms. Boogie Down is in the house. It says, good afternoon, Native and Tribe. Where you get that picture from? Ms. Boogie Down. Texas Toys here says, hey, from the bushes, Tribe, back to work. Enjoy your work. Hope you have a good, productive day. Thethy Jewel is in here with flames in the chat. And Ducky Dexter also with flames in the chat. Shark Tank Live says, in office today, but in the bushes. Hope you have a good rest of your day. Legacy Moon, True Crime and Mysteries is here. She says, hey, Native in chat. Hello, Legacy Moon. Prima Wanda, the one, the only, the legend, says, hey, Native and Tribe. Hello, Prima Wanda. Last time we talked, I think you wasn't feeling too well, Prima Wanda. Hope you're feeling better. Them folks is in the house with flames in the chat. Extra AF says, hey, y'all, I got to be in the bushes, but this weirdo might make me come out screaming. We know that Extra AF is not a fan of Mr. Umar Johnson. We do know that, okay? I Am Coco is here, says, in the bushes, listening at work. Well, I hope you enjoy your day at work. Golden Pearl in here and says, hey, everyone, and has flames in the chat. Rossi is here, says, hi, Native and Tribe. I'm in the bushes listening while I work. Hope you have a good day at work as well. Tam Tam in the building. She says, hey, Native and Tribe, listening in the bushes on my black job. Yes, indeed. Them folks say I'm in the bushes at my good black job, but you know I can't help but comment. Oh, I know them folks. Yes, I know. I know. Real is in here and says the fire next time. I ain't lying. Chanel Heslop in the building says Native and Tribe, the African has entered the building. See, Dr. Umar will be super confused by Chanel Heslop because Chanel Heslop is of the African race because Chanel Heslop is in South Africa. She wouldn't know what the hell. He wouldn't know what the hell to say. He would have no idea. Southside Chi-Town says, Native, have you taken early retirement? Just nosy? Of course not. Southside Chi-Town, of course not. Early retirement? No. I'm not Sonya. Okay. Sis be traveling is in the building. Says good afternoon, Native and Tribe, listening from the bushes. Enjoy yourself in the bushes. 80% CMOS said, what happened? Why are we here in the middle of the day? We're here in the middle of the day because we got things to talk about. 80% CMOS. Miss Veronica in the building says, hello, Native and Tribe. Hello, hello, hello. Primo Wanda said this cough won't leave, but thanks for asking, Native Tribe. Of course, take care of that cough the best you can, Primo Wanda. We care about you over here. Denise Marie in the building says, good afternoon, y'all working and listening. Well, enjoy your day at work. And Tanya B here is here, and she says she is in the bushes on my black job at home. And you're here, Tanya B here. Mixtress Monica is in the building, says, hey, Native and Tribe. Hello, Mixtress Monica. How are you? Beauty is her name in the building, says, hello, Native and Tribe. So, Miss Boogie Down says, hey, Legacy. I'm just saying Native made me do it. I did not do anything. All right, so we're gonna get into this video, and I'm gonna tell y'all the truth, y'all. We're gonna get into this video. I'm gonna let this thing play. We're gonna talk about some of the stuff that ain't none of Dr. Umar business, but then at the end of this, I got a little bit of a surprise for you. All right. Now, Legacy Moon does her true crime and mysteries, and you know what? To be completely honest with you, I ain't really one for no mysteries and fact finding and digging up. I do what I do. I work with the information that I have in front of me, and that's pretty much it. But you know what, y'all? I got a little curious today. All right. And at the end of his rant, at the end of all of this, I'm going to show y'all what I found. I'm going to show y'all what I found. Okay. All right. The woman he chose is in the building. She says, hey, Native, what are you up to? Hey, Tribe. But let me tell you what I'm up to. We're about to expose some of this here ignorance, okay? This is ignorance in real time, okay? All right, so I'm going to pull up this. This is also from The Art of Dialogue. Shout out to The Art of Dialogue. They do some great interviews over there. This happens to be one of them, all right? And a lady 747 says, hi, y'all, I'm a Umar hater. Well, then you going to love this. Mm-hmm. As you can see, the interview isn't very long, but we are going to break down some key points to Dr. Umar's to some of his points of view. Okay. And then we're going to see if it matches up to who he really is. All right. All right. Y'all ready? Let's get into this.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. I had no idea he did that, man. But you heard about Travis Hunter and his fiance?
Yes, I have. And I saw that comedian Godfrey had responded to the news that Travis Hunter was engaged and that it had been purported that his fiance had stated that he originally was not her type, but that he had, and I'm paraphrasing here, he had since that time won her over. And with them being engaged, it appears that marriage will be coming at some point in the future, and there didn't seem to be any conversation surrounding a prenuptial agreement. There had been rumors that Coach Prime, Deion Sanders, had tried to communicate with Travis Hunter that you might just want to slow down a little bit. Not to say that she's not a nice lady, not to say she's not the one, but you're moving kind of fast. I mean, I'm saying now, to be the number one football player in the country or number two, depending on how you rank him and should.
Well, Dr. Umar, let me just correct you. He's the number one because he won the Heisman Trophy. The Heisman Trophy is given to the number one football player in the country. Okay. So there's no ranking. There's no I mean, Shador is good. Shador had a rough year. Shador had a bad offensive line, but Travis Hunter shined this year. Okay. So what we're not going to do is try to break Travis Hunter down to number 2. That's not what we're going to do, okay? All right, Mr. Tight Jacket, what all is on this jacket, y'all? What is happening here? He got some Indian stuff. There's some Cobra. Is that King Tut? I don't know, but anyway. So as you can see, Dr. Umar, in all of his quote unquote knowledge, all right, already given his analysis on Travis Hunter and there being no prenuptial. Okay. Travis Hunter doesn't necessarily have a lot. I mean, he's got the NIL stuff, but the big NFL money hasn't come in yet. All right. Man likes this woman. And for me, that's his business. I'm just saying, that's just for me. That's who he like. That's who he love, apparently. And that's his business. All right. Them folks saying unmarried, uncommitted, unserious man commenting on someone else's relationship. Yes, them folks. Now you understand the point of this here discussion that we're having, right? I'm just saying. So, yes. Yes. Extra AF said Taylor Swift is a billionaire. Yes, Taylor Swift is. Yes, she is. So so Dr. Umar says that it's his business to know all this about these people and what Deion has weighed in on. So he gonna weigh in too. All right. Okay.
Deion Sanders, and by the way, both of them are my 2 favorite college football players, and will probably be my 2 favorite NFL players if they don't start bunny hopping.
There it is, y'all. There it is. If you were here yesterday, if you want to continue on with your drinking game, okay. If you want to continue on with the drinking game, yes, there will be some bunny hop mentions. There will be some bunny hop mentions. And let me just say this. As I did a little research on Dr. Umar, I found that he thinks that this is some kind of trademark of his, that this is some sort of really profound saying that he's come up with. He thinks that this is some kind of mic drop moment every time he says it. When he says bunny hop, he talks about the bunny hop and he gonna bunny hop. As long as you don't bunny hop, you'll be my favorite. If you bunny hop, I can't listen to your lyrics. I can't listen to your music if you bunny hop. I have to completely understand your blackness in order for me to root for you. Okay. That's his take. Okay. Now, here's my question that I would ask Dr. Umar if I had the opportunity. When I look at the landscape of professional athletes, when I look at the landscape of basketball players, football players, all right, and I'm not just talking about 10 good players. I'm talking about a lot of professional athletes who are black men who have taken white wives, who in Dr. Umar's expression have bunny hopped. Okay. When I think about all of the professional athletes, if I were to say, I don't like said athlete, fill in the blank, whoever it is. If I were to say, I don't like said athlete, simply because of who they chose to sleep with, who they chose to marry, who they chose to be engaged to, I don't know how much sports I could watch. And that's just being completely honest. I don't really understand the logic. Okay. It would make more sense to me if Dr. Umar Johnson did not watch the NFL at all. Hey, S&W, how are you doing today? I do see that Jackson Tabasco is in the house. Hello, Jackson Tabasco. Thank you so much for being here and handling all the things behind the scenes. It would make sense to me if he didn't watch the NFL at all, wouldn't it? After Colin Kaepernick took his stand and did not get another job in the NFL. Mr. Blackity Black, 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 Pro, Black, Pan, African, Black, 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 African race, Black, Black, Black on the screen right here. I would expect him to say, I don't watch the NFL, so I won't be watching Travis Hunter, but that's not what he said. Let's look at what he actually said. His stance was that
Probably be my two favorite NFL players if they don't start bunny hopping.
so he said that he is indeed going to watch the NFL. But it makes no sense. It makes no sense that you would still continue to watch the NFL after Colin Kaepernick did not get a job after he took a knee. Now, I do know that there are some people that still, to this day, have that stance. I'm just confused as to why this Negro doesn't have that stance. Okay? That's where I am with it with him. The fact that he watches the NFL at all kind of invalidates everything he says. But let's listen to some more.
But anyhow, you have not played an NFL game. You have not even been through the NFL draft. You have no idea of the type of women you're going to meet whenever you get to whatever team that you're going to play for. He's still a child. You've only been in Boulder, Colorado, and you've been in Jackson, Mississippi. Why not give yourself some time to explore life before you just jump the hoop with this woman, and I'm not going to say nothing.
So before we get into the rest of this, let me just say this, okay? When you have found the one, you have found the one, all right? It doesn't matter, Mr. Umar Johnson, where he's been in life, which, by the way, I think is very disrespectful that, one, you called him a child. Travis Hunter is a grown-ass man. Now, Dr. Umar, I ain't never seen you run, jump, catch a ball. I ain't never seen you do none of that. The only thing I've seen you do is be ignorant and say dumb shit, okay? What I will say to you, Dr. Umar Johnson, is that calling this man a child as you sit here in this entirely too tight shirt that you decided to put on a too tight jacket to cover is that Travis Hunter can do more things on a football field than you even knew could be done. And you are a quote unquote grown man. Sitting up here dressed like a 6-year-old on picture day. I want y'all to observe how tight the jeans are in the crotch area. No grown man should walk out the house looking like this, art of dialogue or not. Okay? So, Dr. Umar, Mr. Umar, whoever you are, he's not a child. All right? So it's simply disrespect that you would mention him as a child. All right? Now, when you have found the one, you have found the one. Okay. It doesn't matter that he's been in Boulder, Colorado, Jackson, Mississippi. Travis Hunter has been in a lot of places. It doesn't matter that he hasn't, quote unquote, met women in the NFL. The NFL is not a speed dating site. All right. The NFL is not Tinder. It's not Bumble. It's not Plenty of Fish. The NFL is where Travis Hunter is going to work. That is his profession. When he gets drafted, Mr. Umar, he's not going there to exclusively meet women. Now, if he is drafted at a team, will there be groupies? Will there be women throwing themselves at him? Yes. But again, Mr. Umar, seeing as how you have not committed yourself to any one, commitment might be a little bit of an issue for you. You might not understand the way commitment works. All right. So just because you go places and everywhere you go, there might be some women that throw themselves at you, it does not mean that Travis Hunter will give in to that temptation because, again, he's found the one. Now, I can't sit here and say that Travis Hunter wouldn't step out. I don't know the guy, all right? But I do think that it's unfair to say that he shouldn't be engaged before he goes into the NFL, because going to the NFL means that he might meet some other person and therefore he's just ruining his destiny. I'm not gonna go there. All right. Them folks, that is an awesome, awesome point. All right. Them folks say this man may end up not getting married, may be married short term, or he could be married for 50 years. It is his journey. Right? It's his journey. There are some athletes that are out there, as you all would say, D-dashing, right? Got women everywhere, got all these different baby mamas. But believe it or not, folks, there are people out here who go play their sport, go home to their wives, and raise their kids. All right? That's the reality. The reality is that not every single athlete is out here meeting women. And yes, the woman he chose, there are women out here throwing themselves at Dr. Umar Johnson. It happens. It happens. Black Bunny Better says, if the right bunny comes along, I might bunny hop for my next husband. Understood. Okay. Jackson Tabasco says got churn everywhere. Everywhere. Look, Jackson Tabasco, they got them everywhere. Right? I know a particular athlete that excuse me. I know a particular athlete that has a few kids. But I know for a fact he takes care of them. You know? They don't want for anything. He takes care of his kids. He does. You know? Then you have the Dwight Howards of the world, right? But everybody's different. It's not the same experience for everybody. If you ever watch interviews with Travis Hunter, great kid. Absolutely great kid, great guy. Great young man. He is going to be a phenomenon in the NFL, obviously. Barring any injuries or anything like that, he's going to be great. And his personality shines. He loves his mom. Just a really great guy. So it's very presumptive for this man in this very, very, very little jacket and his obviously very little shirt to sit here and talk about this man in this way, you know. Mixtures Monica says, I'm picking the best man for the job, bunny hopping or not. Correct. Absolutely correct. My black is beautiful, says, hey, native in chat, not this ignorant nigga again. Look, we only doing 2 parts. Okay. We'll be done with Dr. Umar after today. Okay. So we're good on him after today. All right. So have no fear. My black is beautiful. We will we will move on from him after today. All right. A lady 747 says Umar has made 3 black women struggling single baby mamas. Absolutely, he has. So, a lady 747, do you understand the hypocrisy of Dr. Umar Johnson talking about relationships at all? Do you see what I'm getting here? Okay. Do you see what I'm getting at? That's exactly my point. Mhm. This man has the nerve, the absolute nerve to want to talk about relationships. Mhm. Yes, he does. Yes, he does. So let's listen to a little bit more.
Against the young lady. She might be a nice young lady. Obviously, I have issues with it because I believe black men should be married to black women. And this looks like it's going to be another tragic tale of another multi-million-dollar black athlete who sooner or later is going to get divorced and his non-black wife is going to run off with all of his career earnings, as we've seen with so many other athletes and continue to see on a regular basis. So I'm not for it at all. But again,
now he said that he believes that black men should be, what was the word he used, y'all? What was the word? What word did he use? What word did he use? Married. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. He said that black men and black women should be married. Ms. HLS, is this man on the screen married? I mean, you know, look, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I'm not married, but you know what I'm not about to do? What I'm not about to do is sit up on Beyonce's internet and criticize someone else's relationship who is engaged, who apparently is in love with this woman and is looking to marry this woman. See, Dr. Umar, as you sit there looking like a black Buddha, Travis Hunter is closer to being married than you. Who the hell is trying to be engaged to you? Is it any one of your baby mamas? I'm just asking the question, y'all, because see, here's the thing that doesn't make sense to me in my logical mind. You impregnated several women, Dr. Umar. Okay. You impregnated several women and married none of them. None. As you hold your hands out right now, we don't see a wedding ring. We don't see an engagement band. Dr. Umar, who are you, sir? Who are you, sir, to have any opinion about a man who has, hold on, let me use a word that you don't know, committed to somebody? Okay. Miss Boogie Down said, nope, him not married. Him not married, Miss Boogie Down. But yet he thinks that he can criticize Travis Hunter for being engaged to somebody because he thinks they might run off with his money. Mm-hmm. That's right. Because they might run off with his money. Southside Chi-Town says, is this an interview? I don't hear the interviewer or just his rant. Southside Chi-Town, if you ever watch The Art of Dialogue, I give him credit for this. When he has somebody like Umar Johnson on his show, when he has Lord Jamar on his show, when he has these people that really have an agenda and have something that they want to say, a lot of times he does not say a word. Now, I give him credit for that because he doesn't cut them off and he lets them finish their really stupid point of view. So that way we can get all the stupidity in context. So I highly recommend the Art of Dialogue channel. There's a lot of good stuff on there, but then there's a lot of stuff like this, like Lord Jamar. He does have some ignorance on his channel sometimes, but he lets them talk. He lets them talk. So yeah, that's the way that he conducts his interview. So yes. Mixtures Monica says this broke ninja also has the nerve to want 2 wives. He can't afford one because he has no job. He sits on the internet begging for donations for non-existing school. But yet, Mixtures Monica, he can talk about a prenuptial agreement and how it doesn't make any sense that Travis Hunter hasn't demanded one. I'm not sure how he knows that. Jet Black Straight said, good afternoon, Native and Tribe. Hello, Jet Black Straight. How are you? Salt and Pepper Trusses is in the building. I sent you an email, Salt and Pepper Trusses. Check that out and get back with me when you can. But yeah, that's where we are. That is where we are. Mm-hmm. Yep. Them folks said, I'm so glad the school is a scam. Don't let him around the young people. This dude has issues, y'all. Let's listen. Let's just listen.
I'm not besmirching her character. I'm sure she's a fine young lady. But for him to be engaged already and for him to be about to get married and he doesn't even have a prenuptial agreement.
And by the way, he's saying prenuptial agreement. The good doctor. Mm-hmm. The good doctor. He thinks that it's pronounced prenuptial agreement. Prenuptial agreement. Okay.
Are you out of your mind, Travis Hunter? No disrespect to the young brother. I'm a fan. But bruh, slow this down. Put the marriage on ice.
As you have, sir. As you have. You yourself has put marriage on ice. All right. You have children, but no wife. To me, and I might be wrong. I might be wrong. But for somebody who is pro-family, who is so pro-marriage, to me, it would seem like these women that you have impregnated and that have bared your children, God bless them. To me, somebody that takes this stance that he's taking right now should be engaged and or married. Am I wrong? Ducky Dexter says it's his business, mind yours. Ducky Dexter, what kind of person is it that feels that they are the end all be all of Black people, Black culture, and Black things? And not only the end all be all, Ducky Dexter, but who thinks that they are the authority over Black people? What kind of ego does that take? I'm a fan of Travis Hunter. I am. I watched a lot of Colorado football last football season, okay? That ain't my team, but I watched because Travis Hunter is amazing. That guy on the football field is incredible. If he made a mistake, I might be a little upset. Dang, Travis, you should have had that one. Dang, Travis, you dropped that one. That happened, yeah. But I've never at any point said, dang, Travis, you shouldn't marry that woman. Dang, Travis, you shouldn't get engaged. Because, see, that's not my business. And I understand that. So, Ducky Dexter, you're right. It's his business. It's the business of Travis Hunter as far as what he wants to do with his life. As them folks said, it's his journey. Dr. Umar. It's his journey. Summer's Child says, hello for the bushes, chat and native. Just want to know how this ninja still has a platform. Summer's Child, I think there's a deep psychology when it comes to people like him, people like the late Kevin Samuels. I think there's the psychology behind Black people being so marginalized that we look for leaders practically wherever we can find them. Even if they're bad, we look for them, we find them, and we embrace them. And I feel like Dr. Umar Johnson has a platform because there are people who are so desperate to see a Black man leading something. See, Dr. King was reluctant. Malcolm X was unexpected. People like Umar Johnson are entitled. They think because they read a few books that means that they should be the next great Black leader. They don't look at their morals. They don't look at their integrity. They don't look at the fact that our previous leaders were morally sound, right? And when I say that, I'm not even talking about personal life because Dr. King had his hiccups, I ain't gonna lie. But moral in the fact that the reason why they did it was for the people. The reason that Dr. King did what he did was because he wanted to see Black people in a better space. The reason why Malcolm X did what he did was because he understood after he learned from the era of his ways that Black people are strong and that Black people can be independent and that we can do whatever white people can do. The reason why James Baldwin did what he did and wrote what he wrote was because he saw the slums and he saw the way America worked and he wanted to notify America that we see what you're doing. See, we live in a society where the big words and the suits matter more than the integrity of the person. If you have a suit, you're gonna shoot to the top, right? I've listened to Steve Harvey give some terrible relationship advice. He's wrote some terrible books, but people buy them. They eat it up. We need leaders so bad that we're willing to take literally anything, which is why this man has a platform. Okay. Ducky Dexter says, plus he's a baby. Let him grow into his manhood with his own mistakes. Absolutely. Shay B says, many times people read so many different books, all the information starts running together and they are batshit crazy. Look, Shay B, I think part of intelligence, let me tell you, they say that reading is fundamental. I disagree. I think reading is fun. Understanding is fundamental. Dr. Umar has read. Obviously, he's been in some books. I'm not going to take that away from dude, right? Did he understand everything he read? No. That comes across every time he opens his mouth. Reading is fun. Understanding is fundamental. It's the comprehension for me. So if I read a book, I can quickly identify from the foundational principles that I understand about the subject matter, whether or not said book agrees with my understanding of the foundation that I have. Now, If I don't have a grip on the foundational principles that I understand of the subject matter, then I can be swayed and confused by the next thing that I read. Reading is fun, understanding is fundamental. What I get from Dr. Umar every time he speaks, every time he talks, and every subject that he tries to cover is that he is confused about a lot of things. Yesterday, he said African was a race. All right. Let's think about it. He said African was a race. You got to be a true African because that's a race. Okay. That's fundamentally not true. It's incorrect. Okay. So when you are a confused minded individual, everything that comes out of you is going to sound confused, as he does here and as he did yesterday. Y'all check out part 1 if you haven't already. Now, Tanya B. here says Slowberry nor Big Mustache should be giving any kind of relationship advice. Ooh, you said a mouthful there. You have said a mouthful there, Tanya B. here. Absolutely. But they do. They do. And people tune in, people listen, and people follow the advice, and they learn the hard way. So what we're talking about here is we're talking about a man who has gained a following and keeps a following. I ain't gonna lie, Dr. Umar got some people that ride or die, right? But Dr. Umar fundamentally in the things that he says is incorrect. And we'll listen to some more of his incorrectness. Okay? All right.
I need him to put that marriage on ice for about 2 or 3 years and don't have any children out of wedlock while that marriage is on ice.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Legacy Moon. I'm calling on you, Legacy Moon. Legacy Moon, how many children this man got? I think Miss HLS. Didn't somebody tell me how many kids this man had and he ain't married? Ain't that out of wedlock, y'all? I'm just saying. This is the kind of hypocrisy that we don't need out of a leader. When we talk about leadership, right? And we talk about Black leaders, right? What we don't need is hypocrisy. Yeah, Nesto Shaka Shuffle Walk of Shame. That's what he said. He said that what Travis Hunter need to do is not have any kids out of wedlock. Mm-hmm. 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 Yeah. Sean Heslop said he's a do as I say, don't do as I do person. He is one of those. We do have those people running around here. Mm-hmm. Do as I say, but don't pay attention to who I am. Mm-hmm. Ray Della Lewis said, beside, no one died and left you in charge of relationships. Umar. Mm-hmm. Be the one said Umar started off as a child school counselor and somehow he has morphed into a relationship expert. Some kind of morph, ain't it, be the one? A man that has children out of wedlock is telling another man who is engaged to the woman that he's with to be married. He's telling him not to have any children out of wedlock. Dr. Umar, if he's engaged and on his way to being married. Now, this woman could be pregnant right now. Again, none of my business, but Don't it seem like Travis Hunter is on a better path in life than Dr. Umar? I'm just throwing it out there, y'all. I don't know. I'm just saying. Ducky Dexter says, in the word of Barry White, practice what you preach. I love that song, Ducky Dexter, by the way. It's one of my favorite songs. You're telling me this. You're telling me that. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I love that song. I really do. I really do. V the One says children out of wedlock and no wife, right? No wife. None. None. But he wants Travis Hunter to put it on, like he wants Travis Hunter to watch this interview on Art of Dialogue. And he wants Travis Hunter to say, you know what? You right, Dr. Umar. You right. You right. I'm gonna listen to you, and I'm just gonna put it on ice for 2-3 years. And I ain't gonna have no kids, and I'm playing the NFL, and I'm gonna be bright, just like you. Mm-hmm. It's the hypocrisy for me, y'all. This is ignorance in real time, but it's the hypocrisy for me, y'all. Ms. Veronica, the interviewer has only asked him one question. Everything that we're hearing right now, Ms. Veronica, is one question. He ain't gonna get a chance to ask him nothing else, okay? This is it. This is Dr. Umar going off, okay? This is Dr. Umar going off. He ain't asked but one question. Listen, you would think that he asked more than one question, or you would think that no, Art of Dialogue, like I said before, is gonna let him talk. All right, that's what he's gonna do. Boys Nana, yes. Boys Nana, yes. He has kids he is not married and has kids and is telling this man who is engaged not to have kids. Yeah, he does. Now do you see the ridiculousness of this, Boys Nana? You see it now? You see it? That's what makes this whole thing super ridiculous. Yes. Let's listen to some more advice for Travis Hunter.
My fear, Art, is he's going to run into the queen of his dreams, and it's going to be too late. It's going to be too late.
How do you know that he has not already run into the queen of his dreams? You don't know him. You don't know her. Even if you did, you still wouldn't be able to make that call. Yo, Umar Johnson, chill out. Chill out. Let this man live, you know? I know people who have dated since middle school. They became boyfriend and girlfriend in middle school, went to high school sweethearts, went to college, got married, and are still together to this day. Umar Johnson. I feel like these people who are not skilled at relationships need to shut the fuck up, yo. I mean, that's just how I feel about it. If you're not skilled at relationships, let me tell you something. My mama and my dad, they grew up together. They married in 1965, y'all, and they were together until my dad passed in 2017. Okay? 1965 to 2017, they were together. They were married. No separation, no divorce, no other baby mamas, no other people, none of that. They made it work. So for Mr. Non-committal here, from Mr. Non-married, right, to Mr. I have kids from women that I have not engaged or married, to sit here and say that because Travis Hunter is engaged right now, that the queen of his dreams could be down the road is absolutely ridiculous coming from this man. The women that had your children, were they not your queen at the time when you were having sex with them? What happened? Oh, you was waiting on the next queen of your. Okay, so then you had sex with that woman, had a child with her, but what happened? Oh, you were waiting on the next queen. Okay, so see, by his logic and by his actions, by the way, nobody would ever get married because you would constantly be searching to fill a void. You would be constantly searching for the next best thing. Is that not what he's saying? Is that not what he's saying? That you should always be on the lookout for the next best thing. I believe that men like Dr. Umar are constantly trying to fill a void. I don't know that much about his background to be able to tell you specifically what caused the void or what it is, but the logic that he's using right now usually means that you're trying to fill a void. That you can't look at what you have in front of you and be satisfied because there's always something else. You might miss out on something else. There might be a woman who is made for you, a woman who you are supposed to be with, a woman who is supposed to be your one, the one, right? That woman could be staring you right in the face. But according to Dr. Umar, what you're supposed to do is look past her to see if there's somebody else. People like this man, men like this man end up lonely and miserable because this is the way that they think, y'all. This is the way that they think. Ms. Veronica said, how many kids do you have? How many women? How many times have you been married? Why are you divorced? Do you have a prenup? Did she take all your money? So how can you give anyone else advice? Right. Magenta Spirit Life Coaching says here, hello, Magenta Spirit Life Coaching. How are you? Salty Buzzard says, I would ask him, what does your wife think about this? Let me tell you something. The reason why Art of Dialogue is not going to ask him that is because Art of Dialogue wants to have him back. And the one thing about people like Umar that you can't do is you cannot call him out because he will rant and rant and rant and he'll have a hissy fit and it'll be a whole thing. So yes, Salty Buzzard, that is the question that should be asked, right? But no. Ms. Veronica says, my brother and his wife. I'm assuming that you're saying that they have been together for a very long time. And that does happen. That does happen. Denise Marie says, that's what I'm looking for long term. Right. Right. Yeah. But again, let's listen to Mr. I got kids. I ain't married. Give advice to somebody that's engaged. Let's listen.
You know, so I just think the brother moving too fast. So many of our Black athletes, they run into these non-Black women in college, you know, and they just think that that's what their life is all about. You know, she's the best thing since sliced bread, not to demean any woman of any culture.
He demeans women of all these different cultures and then says not to demean any woman of any culture. That's what he do. Do y'all see? Do y'all see the pattern? There's a pattern going on here in the way that he talks. Okay? There's a pattern. Texas Toy Side, come back and we on with this 6th grade outfit again. Yes, he does look like a 6th grader. He does. The shirt underneath that jacket is obviously too small. And maybe they told him to put on a jacket so he don't make a complete fool out of himself. But yes, we are. Yes, we are. Golden Pearl said he likes queens for a day. Yeah, Denise Marie, it is a bunch of double talk. It is. And you know what? What's funny is that when you listen to him, it's obvious, like to those of us that understand and comprehend, it's obvious that he does a lot of double talking, right? That becomes very obvious. But the people that follow him, and they think that he's actually saying something when he's not. So yeah. Yeah, Summer's Child said it's called being a hoe ass. Yeah, and I think that's what he thinks that you're supposed to do. Because let me tell you the other thing I would ask if I was interviewing him. I would ask them, what is the stopping point? You're saying that the queen could be the next one. The queen could be the next one. No, don't engage with her because the queen could be the next one. When is the stopping point? When do you find the queen? See, if you're going to give advice, and if you're going to give people life advice, you have to give them advice that is sound, right? You have to give them advice that they can follow easily. And you have to give them advice that applies. So if you're talking about finding a mate, you're talking about finding someone to spend the rest of your life, you can't just tell them to perpetually search. You have to give them the foundation for what they're looking for. Or you give them the foundation on how to know when they found what they're looking for. But that's not what this man is doing. What this man on the screen is doing right now is saying that Travis Hunter should go into the NFL and have all these adoring fans, sleep with them all, and then may the best adoring fan win his heart for the rest of his life. There could be no worse advice. Summer's Child, thank you for being here. Thank you for checking out the replay. Enjoy the rest of your day, okay? Oh, Salty Buzzard says, tight pants equal rinky dinky. Those are baby makers. Oh, Salty Buzzard. Let's listen to some more of Dr. Umar. Okay. It doesn't get any better, y'all.
But we should be with our own women. And one thing I appreciate about Deion Sanders, although I'm still not happy with the move he made to Colorado.
He's not happy, Deion. Make note, Dr. Umar is not happy. I want y'all to make note of this for later, okay?
But we should be with our own women. And
let me say it again. Let me play it one more time. I'm play it one more time.
Not to demean any woman of any culture, but we should be with our own women. And
okay. We should be with our own women. Mixtures Monica, I want you to make note of that. Okay. Texas Toy, I want you to make note that we should be with our own women as Black men. Hug them, love them, embrace Black women. That what he said. Okay. That's what he said. All right. The woman he chose. Thank you so much for coming through. Thank you for checking out the replay. Enjoy the rest of your Tuesday, okay? One Pepsi says, I get a kick out of him. He's an entire clown, and I don't believe he's educated. I think he's a doctor from the streets. I have not seen any documentation that he's a doctor, okay? Mixtures Monica says, there's nothing that satisfies Umar. Nope. Deion Sanders taking a higher paying, more prominent job. Nope, you got a problem with that too. I'm almost positive he had a problem with Deion going to Jackson State in the beginning, but hey, you never know. Mata, whose wife had a white mother? Is he bunny hopping? Are you saying he's bunny hopping? Denise Marie said we should hook him up with Sonya. Denise Marie, let me tell you the problem with that. The problem with that is that Dr. Umar, for all of his flaws, is black. I don't know if you heard Sonya the other day. Sonya don't like black folks. She said it out of her own mouth, Denise Marie. She said, I don't like y'all black people because y'all negative. All y'all, Denise Marie. She said, I don't deal with y'all. She said, the black people are so mean to her. Mm-hmm. Texas told you right. Sonya's white. She's white. Okay. I'm just saying. So we can't do that. It would never work. Entirely too black. All right. And Denise Marie, you forgot. Sonya already got a boyfriend. All right. Sonya already got a boyfriend. Sonya got a boyfriend by the name of Ernesto Williams. You know, they say he nasty, but that she already hooked up. She ain't trying to go nowhere. So that's another reason why it just wouldn't work. Oh, okay. Oh, you talking about, okay, gotcha. Okay, my turn. I understand now. All right. Salty Buzzard said he's not in jail, so she doesn't want him. But Salty Buzzard, he's black. He's negative. He's a black negative person. You know, she don't like that. You got to be positive and uplifting, and you have to be full of love, and everything has to be love, and you have to love Ernesto, and you have to think that he's not guilty. All those things in order to be with her. Okay. All right, mixed with Monica. Sonya doesn't like black people. Not at all. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. She sure don't. Mm-mm. Salty Buzzard say he's free to flee. Lord have mercy. Can we get that on a shirt? Sonya don't like them people that's free to flee because they're gonna run away from her ass. Don't nobody like being around her. All that responsibility, got to make sure there's always a toilet available everywhere she go. Hell no, it's too much. It's too much. But let's listen to the problem that he has with Prime.
One thing I appreciate about Deion Sanders, although I'm still not happy with the move he made to Colorado, making all that money for a predominantly white college that does nothing for black people.
Except educate them. You would think somebody with doctor in his name would appreciate the fact that the University of Colorado is not a segregated school. It's not a school that does not allow black students. I'm going to say that the people who have degrees and doctorates from the University of Colorado, I'm going to say that those black people, that they did something for them. I'm going to say that the University of Colorado educated them. I've actually met some black people who have graduated from the University of Colorado. Very intelligent people. What is a school supposed to do for the black people that go there except educate them? It's in Boulder, Colorado, Dr. Umar. So therefore, if you're expecting them to have outreach for the black community, I don't know how much of a black community there is in Boulder, Colorado. Anybody that's from that area, feel free to correct me. All right. And anybody that's been in that area, feel free to let me know what the University of Colorado does for outreach. Because I don't know that part. The part that I do know is that the purpose of a university or a college is to educate the people that go there. There is a black population on that campus. They are receiving an education, Dr. Umar. Isn't that funny how you got to point that out? Isn't that funny how you got to point that out? Midlife Priceless, by the way, love the name. Says, I'm so tired of this. Look, Midlife Priceless said, I'm so tired of that joke. I don't know what to do. I'm telling you, this is, look, that's why we only doing 2 parts. We're only doing 2 parts on Dr. Umar. We ain't doing him after today. Southside Chi-Town has been a member for 5 months. Y'all, Southside Chi-Town been rocking with your boy for 5 months, and I do appreciate it so much. She says, I sent you a 2-minute clip on Facebook. Your girl is there. I haven't had a chance to look at it. I got up and started doing some stuff. I did see it, Southside Chi-Town, so I am going to look at that. Thank you so much for sending that to me. And thank you for rocking with your boy for 5 months. I do appreciate that. One Pepsi says, better yet, Umar, tell us what your school does. What school? I'm just saying. Nestor Shackle Shuffle Walk of Shame says, Umar sounds very ignorant. He's not representing me with his black foolishness. Let me tell you something, Nestor Shackle Shuffle Walk of Shame. This man only represents himself. Now, in his head, he think he talking for all the black folks, right? But if we're being very realistic, being very transparent, no, he represents Umar Johnson. That's who he represents. Okay. Ms. HLS says, we trading Dr. Umar for Dr. Pepper. I have no problem with that. When I tell you I have no problem with that, none. Black but not bitter says, during the last census, Boulder had an African-American population of 1.2%. Dr. Umar Johnson, I ask you this predominantly white institution of the University of Colorado is supposed to do exactly what for a population of 1.2% of African Americans? I'm asking you, sir. I'm asking you to clarify to me your statement when you said that this school does nothing for black people. What is your expectation, sir? I'm super curious. I'm super curious. Ducky Dexter says, I didn't ask him to do a dang thing for me. Me neither, Ducky Dexter. Me neither. Hold on. We got another trade idea. Jackson Tabasco said, let's trade him for Dr. Check. Wow. Jackson Tabasco. First of all, what you know about Dr. Check? Huh? What you know about Winn-Dixie brand sodas? I'm just asking, Jackson Tabasco. And Jackson Tabasco, I do feel that you're right. I feel like we could get more value because Dr. Check is a little bit cheaper. So I feel like we could get more from the trade if we traded Dr. Umar for Dr. Check. I'm with you. I'm with you. Jackson Tabasco said, I love Winn-Dixie. Look, Jackson Tabasco, we got to talk about this, right? One of the most underrated things in this entire country is the Winn-Dixie Deli. Huh? The Winn-Dixie Deli? Lord have mercy. We'll talk about that later, Jackson Tabasco. Okay. I'm so glad that you know about Winn-Dixie. A lot of y'all don't know nothing about Winn-Dixie. I'm not gonna waste y'all time today talking about Winn-Dixie. All right. Jackson Tabasco said we got about 2 left in Baton Rouge. They ain't none up here. They don't even know what that is up here. They don't have no idea in Atlanta what the hell Winn-Dixie is. Tanya Be Here said them check sodas be good. Tanya Be Here, do you know growing up in Florida, you go to the beach for your 4th of July or your family reunion or whatever you go off on. You at the beach having a good time. You get your ribs, you get your chicken, you put them on the plate, got your potato salad, and you look into that big blue igloo chest. You open it up and it is full of Winn-Dixie brand sodas. Oh my. Them things used to be cold. Them things used to be cold and them things used to be good. I do remember that. I remember with them Winn-Dixie sodas. I think a case of them was like $2.50. Yeah, you fill up that cooler with ice and them Winn-Dixie sodas. Yes, indeed. Y'all making me take a step back. Let me get back on point. All right. Let me get back on point. Ooh. Ms. Boogie Down said, can we trade him for Professor, aka Brother Dave? Yeah, I definitely. I will take Professor Dave over Dr. Umar any day. Any day. Look, Southside Chi-Town, y'all don't have them because y'all got Jewel Osco. Jewel Osco is another bomb grocery store. I ain't gonna lie. I was introduced to Jewel Osco when I was a kid, and I took a trip to Chicago. And I ain't know what Jewel Osco was, but boy, y'all got Jewel Osco. Y'all don't need nothing else. Southside Chi-Town, y'all don't. Midlife Prices says here's what my guy needs to take a seat in the lobby next to Drake. Our receptionist Serena will sign him in, and Nurse Sizzle will call him to the back. Say that, Midlife Prices. Say that. I love it. I love it. Our receptionist Serena. Look, my Midlife Prices. Is she gonna be crip walking? Is she gonna be crip walking? That's all I want to know. Shay B said, but we know about Piglet Wiggly. Shay B. Believe it or not, I've only been to Piggly Wiggly like once in my life, I think. Once. I just don't understand how the Looney Tunes people ain't sued them. I'm just saying. Extra AF said I cut out sodas last week. Y'all got me feeling weak. Okay, Extra AF, don't lose it. Okay. We're rooting for you in your cut against soda. Okay. All right. Don't do it. Don't do it. Legacy Moon True Crime and Mysteries doesn't want anything back for Dr. Umar. Legacy Moon True Crime and Mystery says, can we just give him away? Period. I'd be okay with that too. Your friendly neighborhood cupcakes in the house says, hey, y'all, hey, and slides back into the bushes. Well, hello to you. Thank you for letting us know that you are here. Okay. Bella says, Piggly Wiggly smells like pigs are wiggling in the back. Wow. But Ducky Dexter says, can we trade him for the professor on Gilligan's? Yes, we can. Midlife Priceless say, you know how Queen Serena do the thing. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Let's go back. We gotta finish. We gotta finish what he thinks about Deion and his opinion, because his opinion matters so much.
But nonetheless, one thing I do respect about Coach Prime, you don't see his sons doing that.
That has nothing to do with Coach Prime, sir. Who his sons date has nothing to do with Coach Prime, sir. Who Shador and Shiloh date has nothing to do with their dad. They love their dad, but it has nothing to do with Coach Prime. So stop giving Coach Prime props for what you think is him steering his sons towards black women. Ain't nobody have to steer me. Ain't nobody to tell me who I can and can't date. I mean, I'm just saying. So it makes no sense. And again, he has no basis for anything that he's saying. He don't know them people. He don't know them people. He don't know them folk.
You don't see Shador and the other brother, the cornerback with a.
You don't know his name? You don't know his name? You don't know his name, doctor? Hey, doctor, you didn't do your research? You don't know his name? Okay.
Safety, the other Sanders, what's his name?
Shiloh
Sanders. Shout out to Shiloh. Forgive me for forgetting your name there, young Prince.
Let me tell you, I'm going to tell you this. People that use Prince, Queen, King, when people start using these words for people that they don't know, it's another indicator of a little bit of ignorance, okay? Yo, forgive me, young Prince, for not remembering your name. You know what I'm saying? I got so much other black stuff going on in my head, so I couldn't remember Shiloh, but I remember Shador, your brother. So forgive me, young Prince. Don't be mad at me when you see me and slug me in the face. You know what I'm saying? You got to forgive me, because I ain't mean to not know your name, even though I was talking about you and your brother as if I knew you all personally. Okay? Them folks said he strikes me as a man who dabbles in subjects and then speaks with authority like a true clown. Hey, them folks, you just described Dr. Umar. Okay. If Dr. Umar was in a dictionary, your comment would be next to his name. A man who dabbles in subjects and then speaks with authority like a true clown. See also Sonya. Because if I were to define Sonya to somebody, it would be a man who dabbles in subjects and then speaks with authority like a true clown. That's the way I would describe her as well. Mm-hmm. Yes, midlife priceless. The Emperor's New Clothes, correct. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep. Extra AF. See how we be on the same page? Do you see how we be on the same page? Mm-hmm. Them folks say Sonya is the female Umar. I beg to differ. Sonya is the male Umar. I'm just saying, them folks. You know how I feel about that. Let's listen.
But you don't see Shador and Shiloh being all booed up with no girl in college. You notice that? You always see them by themselves. You don't see them. I've never seen any photo of either one of them, Shador or Shiloh, booed up with any girl.
Maybe they keep their relationships private, you idiot. Maybe, just maybe, they don't want their relationships in the public. They make provisions and they make sure that their relationships don't get photoed or these people don't get, because if Shador Sanders, one of the biggest athletes on the campus, one of the most famous athletes about to be drafted, if he starts to date somebody, what a considerate person might do is talk to that person that they're dating and says, hey, I got this spotlight on me. Are you good with it? And if they say no, you do something and do all that you can to keep your relationship private. He can be booed up with whoever he want to be booed up with, Dr. Umar. It's not your business, but maybe, just maybe, that's what they do because they have a father who they've grown up with, was always in the spotlight, a Hall of Famer, prime time, doing commercials for Aflac, doing commercials for KFC. He's always in the spotlight. So maybe they've learned that the people around them might not always want to be in the spotlight. They respect that other person's privacy, and so they take steps to make sure that that person is private. They have the means to do that, and that's what they do. See, Travis Hunter, as close as he is to Deion, Travis Hunter did not grow up with a parent in the spotlight. Travis Hunter grew up the son of a single mother who was taking him to practice and wasn't in the NFL, did not know anything about that. So he might not take those steps or be conscious of taking those steps. So we're not even talking about the same thing when you talk about Deion Sanders and his sons and what they do versus Travis Hunter. It's a very bad comparison by a very bad Black person. Okay. Bella says he seems miserable. Bella, that's because he is a very miserable man. Mm-hmm. Them folks say, I'm sure they have relationships, but because of the Umars of the world, they leave them out of the spotlight. Exactly. Exactly. Hey, let's talk about it all. Says, like Sonya, he thinks he knows everything. This is another reason why them two wouldn't work together. Can you imagine? Conspiracy theory Sonya and pro-Black Pan-African Umar Johnson? Hell no. Hell no. Them folks said, right, their media training versus the average young athlete is going to be very different. Absolutely. Look, them folks, their dad is Deion freaking Sanders. And when you say that name in football world, we're talking about Hall of Fame. We're talking about, superstar at Florida State, superstar for the Atlanta Falcons, superstar for the Atlanta Braves, superstar for the Dallas Cowboys, right? This man was a superstar everywhere he went. And that's their dad. They saw that. They saw what the media can do to relationships. They saw what the media can do with people that aren't used to that spotlight. So I'm pretty sure they do take precaution with the people that they're dealing with. But does Dr. Umar know that? No. Look at him, y'all. Look at him. Extra AF say at a stoplight. I'm in the car, so I can't get down with y'all. All good stuff. Extra AF, please be careful as you are out there driving. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We care about you immensely. Let's listen to some more.
Black or white in college, because they father not having that. Deion Sanders knows how this goes. He knows how women will try to hitch their cart to your wagon. You know, he knows how this goes. And I think he had to sit down with Shiloh and Shador and said, listen, y'all can have all the fun y'all want. You better be protecting yourself, and you better not be getting booed up with no woman.
A conversation he does not know happened. A conversation that he's only guessing happened. Okay? A conversation he ain't heard, a conversation that Deion never said he had, but a conversation that he is assuming happened. This is the way. Let's listen to some more.
You built this. We built this. If you're going to choose a woman, you're going to choose her with this head, not the other one. And so I appreciate Deion Sanders for not allowing his sons to fall into the same trap that it appears Travis Hunter has fallen into. You know, it's such a shame. Such a shame. So unfortunate.
Now, mind you, he's saying that Travis Hunter has fallen into the trap. It's such a shame. So unfortunate. This woman is not pregnant. This woman has not taken anything from Travis Hunter. They haven't had a child. She hasn't cheated. He hasn't cheated. Where's the tragedy? What exactly is unfortunate? Are you saying that it's unfortunate the thing that you think is going to happen might happen? Because so far, nothing has happened. What's the tragedy? Okay. What is what is unfortunate about this man being closer to marriage than you ever have? I'm just asking, Dr. Umar, because you are presenting this as if it is a problem. You have yet to identify a tangible problem. And I feel like a man who claims to be as educated as you claim to be should be able to precisely point to a problem. And you have not done that. Because you cannot do that. Because there is no problem, sir. Midlife Priceless says Umar thinks he's Moses, keeps tossing tablets only to be left in the wilderness at the end. I love that analogy. Ms. HLS says Travis' fiance has a black father. Believe it or not, Ms. HLS, that's not the problem he has with this relationship. You would think it would be, right? But he hasn't brought it up. The problem that he has is that Travis Hunter is about to be a very rich man in the NFL, which, by the way, Travis Hunter is a very rich man right now. With the name, image, likeness deals that he has struck, Travis Hunter is rich now, okay? Let's make no mistake about that. He's about to become a lot more wealthy, though, in the NFL. The problem that Dr. Umar is presenting is merely hypothetical. He is on the art of dialogue right now presenting a hypothetical problem. Hypothetical. This woman has not done anything to Travis Hunter, yet he is predicting that she will. I'm just saying. Let's listen to some.
To be that great and to still be a victim of the snow bunny crisis. It's just ridiculous. Now, some people are saying she's mixed race. Some people are saying she got a black mom, black dad, but that doesn't mean anything to me because, as you know, although I consider mixed race Africans to be black, as long as they identify full time, I have seen no evidence that Travis Hunter's girlfriend has ever identified as a black woman, ever. So even if
Evidence. Again, you have to prove it to this ass. You got to prove it to this ass. You got to prove it. You got to walk around with a sign saying that you identify as African. Chanel Heslop, where you at? Chanel Heslop, I'm trying to see, since you are actually in South Africa, do you all have name tags that say, "Hi, I'm African," so that way you can identify full time as African? I'm just wondering how it works over there on the great continent of Africa. Chanel Heslop in South Africa. Can you tell me how you all identify full time as African? How does it work over there? Because see, in America, we don't have a way to do that. In America, we just walk out in the skin that we're in. But see, Dr. Umar says that if you're of mixed race, that you have to then go through the extra step of identifying yourself as African full time. Ms. HLS said, who is he to prove something to? Horse's ass. Mm-hmm. Yep. I mean, I'm just trying to understand. But you got to prove it to this ass. You got to prove that you're African full time.
if she's biologically African and has a black parent, for me and most Pan-Africanists, you have to not only be biologically black, you have to be psychologically black. And I haven't seen any proof at all that Travis Hunter's girlfriend identifies as a black woman. But again, no disrespect to her. This is no hate to her.
You just disrespected the shit out of her. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me, sir? You don't even understand when you being disrespectful. And you're a doctor of some sort. Hold on, Texas Toy. Hold on, Texas Toy. Texas Toy say, I'm psychologically purple today. Y'all really be trying to make me choke. Texas Toy say, I'm psychologically purple today. Ms. Veronica says, why does she need to show you proof? Who knows? But Ms. Veronica, I got a surprise for you at the end. Let's get there so I can show y'all what I got to show y'all.
All we saying is we want to keep black money in the black community, and we want to keep black celebrities with our own black women. It's just a self-love thing. It has nothing to do with hate. And I just hope the brother wakes up and realizes what's going on before she takes half of what he's about to earn.
Yeah, I mean, the fact that she came out and said that she didn't find him attractive, I mean, that's very telling, man.
Yeah, that's what I was saying earlier when she said that she said,
hold on, before he gets his words together, I don't think it's very odd. I don't think it's very odd. And the reason why I don't is because a lot of time what attracts you to somebody, you might not even be conscious of. So you might not find somebody physically attractive, but you might like their personality, their conversation. You might just enjoy being around them. You might like the way they make you feel. That might be something that attracts you to that person. So it's not unusual for somebody to say, hey, at first, I didn't find you that attractive. I've been in that situation where I've met somebody and I'm like, nah, I would never date them. But then when you're around them and the longer you're around them and you start to talk to them and you laugh and they have this really magnetic personality, the next thing you know, you're like, I kind of like this person. And it kind of creeps up on you. So it's not unheard of that somebody can be have one way of looking at a person at first and then shift that way of thinking about that person and even shift their feelings toward that person. That's not unusual. And when and at the beginning, I did tell you all that they have been together since I believe it was middle school, right? No, they met when they were teenagers. Okay. So for that amount of time to go through and just say like, hey, I like being around this person. I enjoy this person. All of a sudden you find yourself being attracted to them in a different way. So that's not unheard of. A man of his education level, as he claims, a man that's going to open up a school should understand that simple, basic human trait. I'm just saying. I mean, look, Texas Toys say he's not that attractive. I mean, are you talking about Travis Hunter? Or are you talking about Dr. Umar Johnson? X-Ray F say you might be attracted to nail color and why they looked. Oh God. Oh, extra AF. Let's try this again. I'm gonna try to read this again because I wasn't expecting it. Okay. Extra AF say you might be attracted to nail color and when they look 12 years old. Extra AF is referring to our friend Ernesto Williams. They say he nasty. Mm-hmm. They say he nasty. Texas Toy said both. Travis Hunter is a funny looking dude. I ain't gonna lie. He is. But hey, again, Texas Toy, you don't know what she like. He might tell good jokes. He might make great French toast. Who knows what the attraction is? Midlife Priceless said Umar is gaslighting narcissists who's requiring proof of everyone while not producing any himself. Hey, Midlife Priceless. Okay, let's listen. Let's get to the end of this so I can show y'all what I got to show you.
That Travis Hunter wasn't really her type. So to your point, Art, what you just said, she said she wasn't really attracted to him at first. What is that telling you? Is that not the writing on the wall?
No, it's not.
The woman went so far as to tell people she was not attracted to you.
Right. And she didn't say, I'm not attracted to him now. She was explaining their origin story. When I met him, wasn't attracted, didn't feel like we would be compatible. I've heard it a million times. You do this.
So why is she with you? The same reason everybody else's white wife is with them, for money and status.
Now, I'm not even finna sit here and let him get away with this. Okay. I live in Atlanta, Georgia. Do you know how many black women are with men for status and money? I'm not finna let him do this. I'm just not. This does not all fall on white women. There are black women out here who are waiting on the next athlete, waiting at the locker room door for the next Atlanta Hawk, the next Atlanta Falcon, the next Chicago Bull. Okay? You're not finna do this, Dr. Umar. You're not. Now, does it mean that all black women do that? Absolutely not. Does it mean that that's what all black women are looking for? No, it absolutely does not mean that. But what we're not going to do is sit there and pretend like there aren't black women who do the same thing. That's what we're not going to do. All right? Let's listen to some more.
For money and status. And for him to hear her say that and stay with her, I'm very disappointed. But again, I got faith in a young brother. I like him. He's good-spirited, good energy. Doesn't seem like he got a whole lot of political education, but a lot of our black athletes don't, right? They've been surrounded.
Hey, y'all. Dr. Umar just spoke on somebody being not educated politically. That just happened. That just happened. That just happened. Tuesday, February the 11th at 3:11 on the PM side, Dr. Umar Johnson talked about somebody's education. Y'all make a note of that, okay? Yes, Jackson Tabasco, he did. Yes, he did. Yes, that Negro did. Yes, he did.
About white folks their whole life and black people who ain't thinking about teaching about who they are, only trying to maximize their profit for the power structure in the sports entertainment industry. I just hope somebody wakes Travis Hunter up. I'm tired of seeing this play out over and over again. He is too young.
Nothing has happened, y'all. Keep in mind, I want y'all to understand that if you listen to him, you would swear that this woman married him, divorced him, took his money, slandered his name, all this stuff. If you listen to him, you would swear that a crime has occurred. It has not.
To be settling down with a girl he just dated in college, who, as you said, claimed that she was never her type in the first place, you know.
In the first place. In the first place. Now, mind you, I'm not saying that you have to be married in order to give advice, but I will say this. You have to be at least emotionally intelligent to give advice. When you listen to Dr. Umar, he is not emotionally intelligent, and he proves it with every word that comes out of his mouth. So definitely not one to give advice. But let's finish this up, y'all. Let's finish this up.
Maybe he need to talk to Jamie Foxx, because when I looked at Jamie Foxx's special that he just had on Netflix, you know, he kind of alluded to the fact that he was kind of done with the Snow Bunny crisis. Now, of course, Jamie Foxx was joking, because somebody sent me a replay of the clip on Netflix where Jamie Foxx said, you know, no white girls in public or no snow bunnies in public or whatever the case. So he ain't done dating outside the race, but it does sound like he's thinking about it. And it does, for Jamie Foxx to say that, Art, I think it does kind of signify that he's starting to realize he's going to need a black woman beside him for the second half of his life. And even though he was joking, there's always a little bit of truth in the joke. And I think what everything Jamie Foxx went through with this stroke that he had and how he could have lost his life, and his daughter, you know, really helped save him with the blessing of the Most High. I think Jamie Foxx is thinking a little differently now, Art. And I think Jamie Foxx is beginning to appreciate the value and the importance of having a black woman in.
Did Umar not have black women in his life that he had children with? I'm just trying to make it make sense, y'all. I really am. We almost to the end of this. I'm just trying to make it make sense. Did Mr. Single with kids, did he take the opportunity to appreciate any of the women who he has had children with? Y'all help me. Help me. I'm just trying to say, why is he not married to these people since he has such an appreciation for black women? Why did he lay down to have children with women that he did not find suitable to marry, since he understands the value of having a black woman with him, beside him, and in his life? Why? I don't understand that part. Let's finish this.
In his life, I would be surprised if Jamie Foxx retires without having a black woman next to him. Maybe Travis Hunter needs to go have a sit down with Jamie Foxx, and maybe Jamie Foxx can go a little bit more in depth with Travis Hunter about why he made the comment he made that he's done with the white girls in public.
All right. And that. Okay. All right. Okay. Oof. Kaluna Pergakan says, I'm glad y'all are finally seeing through this bum. Oh, I've been seeing through them. I'm presenting it. Okay. I've been seeing through it. Trust me. No. He ain't fooling nobody. He ain't fooling nobody over here. Put it like that. Hey, Lady T-Bug, thanks for coming through. Lady T-Bug said, I've seen Shador with girl before. I mean, yeah, you have. I mean, of course. Ray Dola Lewis said, why don't you get out this young man's business and mind your own? Because he don't have none. Right. I do agree with you, Kaluna. She says, no doubt, it's just many just start waking up. Right. I think it becomes a thing of action speaking louder than words. He talks a lot. We haven't seen him do a lot. Okay. So let me cue up this next thing that I'm about to show you. Okay. Now I want y'all to remember all this shit he just talked about the snow bunnies. All right. I want y'all to keep that in mind for me, for just keep it in mind. All right. Now, this next thing that I'm going to show you, I'm going to show y'all this, and then I'm going to let y'all go about y'all business for this Monday afternoon. All right. Let me see. Let me just pull this up. Give me a quick second because I got to switch up. All right. Got to switch up here. Right. Okay. Here we go. Got to switch up. Now, look, Jackson, Tabasco. I got one better for you. Okay. I got one better for you. I don't know about a baby mama. All right. But you remember how he said he can't get down with no snow bunnies. He don't like snow bunnies. You got to be with white women. Black women are the best things that ever happened to you. You got to stay with them, stick with them, and that's it. You cut off the snow bunny crisis. You do not give them any light. You do not give them any air, any room. That's what Dr. Umar Johnson believes. Yep, you read that right, y'all. Let's yep, y'all read it right. Let's listen.
I know Chiggs is in here recording or some shit. No Chiggs Smooth in here, right?
Shout out to the Chiggs Smooth channel. Okay. That is where I got this from. Now I want y'all to listen.
If you can find her, find her. Show me a snow bunny who's going to say she has some of this chocolate milk with her vanilla cookie.
You got it. Oh my God. Look at it.
I'm sorry, what? Did y'all want me to rewind that? Y'all want me to rewind that so y'all can see Dr. Umar cheesing with the snow bunny? Y'all want me to rewind? Whoa. Let's look at it one more time, y'all. Because brother is obviously, let's see, that looks like a food court in a mall. That looks like an obviously not African woman. That looks like that not African woman is putting Dr. Umar's number in her phone. I'm just trying to make sure you all see what I see. Do y'all see the obviously snow bunny, the one that is not identifying as African? And brother Umar, right, Jet Black Straight, that's exactly what he said. Yeah. Yeah. Miss HLS, is this is today your birthday, Miss HLS? Everybody, let's stop for a moment. We're going to clown Umar for a quick second. But can everybody stop for a moment and wish my coach? See, Miss HLS is my dialogue coach. Miss HLS teaches me how to say certain words. Can y'all stop for just a quick second and wish Miss HLS a very, very, very happy birthday. Happy birthday, Miss HLS. Yes. Yes, indeed. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. I hope you got something good planned. Okay. I hope you got something good planned. I hope you got everything that you want, everything you need, everything that you wish for. But happy birthday, Miss HLS. Yes, indeed. Now, y'all, the way that this man talked about white women, you would think that he would not entertain, be seen with, stand next to a snow bunny. His words. His words, y'all. But let's look at him. Is he repulsed? Okay. Ray of Sunset, I knew he had some snow bunnies out there. Ray of Sun. Is he repulsed? Is he pushing her away? Is he saying, get away from me, you snow bunny bitch? Does that look like what's happening in this? Or does he look like, as Jackson Tabasco says, he's skinning and grinning? Huh? Brother Dr. Umar, Pan-Africanist, educator, tight shirt wearer. What happened? What happened? Ray Son say he's making sure she has his correct number in the phone. Correct. That's what's happening right now. Them folks that Umar is good for, put my number in your phone scenario because he's done that whole live. Yeah, Ms. Boogie Down said he's salivating. It appears that way to me. Okay. Listen.
You got it. Oh my God. Look at it.
You can't find one. Find me a snow bunny who's going to go live. I don't want no secrets. I don't do secrets. You got something to say about me, I want it live for the world to see. Show me the snow bunny who said Dr. Umar gave me some of his chocolate milk with my vanilla cookies. Find it.
Boy, that's literally all I wanted to show y'all from this. Okay. I do want to show y'all this one more time. Like Mr. Snow Bunny, he is not repulsed. He's not backing away. I want y'all to look at the grin. Okay. I want you to look at the smile on his face, y'all.
Boy, no way, boy. Boy.
Yeah. We just watched over 2 days, yesterday and today, how Dr. Umar has described that there is a snow bunny crisis, y'all, a crisis in effect. And then we turned around, y'all, and seen this man giving his number to this happened in 2022. That makes it even worse. There's a snow bunny crisis, and Dr. Umar is a part of it. But look, y'all, Extra AF apparently doesn't like this man either. Extra AF says looking like a bum who ain't wearing drawers so he can appear to have a print or something. Jay Blake said, boy, you can't make this shit up. You sure can't, Jay Blake. And that's the reason why I presented it to you all today. Look, tomorrow I got something special in mind. I'm going to see if I can pull it off. In the meantime, tonight, come through and listen to me and V. Lenore read the text between Ernest Williams. You know, they say he nasty. And Sonya Waller Durham Jackson III. We'll be doing that over at the V. Lenore house. All right. Thank y'all for hanging out with me for a little while this afternoon. I hope you all got something out of this. I hope you all enjoyed it a lot. I hope you all enjoy the rest of your Tuesday afternoon. Look, I don't know who needs to hear this, but You are enough. You are beautiful. You are loved and you are blessed. And there isn't anything that anybody can do about that. Not even you. Thank y'all for hanging out. I will see you all tonight. Enjoy your Tuesday.